Hello. I have done videos in the past where I give proof that Jesus is God in the flesh. For example, I have two videos. They are called Proof from the Bible, Jesus is God, part 1 of 2 and part 2 of 2. So I compare the Old Testament with the New Testament, and you can clearly see that Jesus is God in the flesh. But yesterday, the Lord opened up my eyes for a verse in the Bible that many people read, but they don't think much about it. But if you really think about it, it explains that Jesus is God. It's very interesting, and I can tell you this. I have a video. It's called, I can link the video below. It's called something like, When Will Jesus Return? And in that video I explain to you that Jesus knows exactly when he will return. In the Bible, Jesus said only the Father knows when the Son will come back, when he will come back. But when Jesus was here on earth, he had some limits because he was in human form. So for example, he got tired, and God cannot be tired. He had to eat. God do not need to eat. But so when he walked on earth, right then he didn't know when he would come back. But when he is in the glory with the Father in heaven, he knows exactly when he will come back, because God, he is God, and God knows everything. And I will read what Jesus showed me yesterday. That's also one proof that Jesus is all-knowing. He knows everything. If we read Revelation 19, I start from verse 11. It's in verse 12. It's clearly says that he is God, but I start in verse 11. It's Christ on a white horse when he comes back. It says, "Now I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he who sat on him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he judged and makes war." Now we come to verse 12, the verse where it clearly says that he is God. "His eyes were like a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. He had a name written that no one knew except himself." Do you understand? When Jesus comes back, he has a name written on him that no one except himself will know. So for you out there who says Jesus is not God, he is not all-knowing, So you mean that Jesus has a name on him, written on him, that only he knows, that the Father doesn't know? So Jesus knows more than the Father in heaven? That's exactly what you mean if you think about it. Because Jesus has a name on him that only he knows. And of course, the Father and the Holy Spirit also knows. The Trinity, Jesus, the Father and the Holy Spirit, God, they know the name written on Jesus Christ, what it means. No one else will know. Not Satan, his demons, they will not know. The angels, the good angels in heaven, they will not know. You will not know, and I will not know. But Jesus will know, only him, and of course the Father and the Holy Spirit. This is a clear proof that he is God. And when I have this page open, I can just take up one thing more that is a proof that he is God. I read from verse 9. It says, "Then he said to me, Write, blessed are those who are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said to me, These are the true sayings of God." It's an angel who talks to to him, and I fell at his feet to worship him. So he fell at his feet to an angel and started to worship the angel. But the angel said to me, see that you do not do that. I am your fellow servant and of your brethren who have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God. For the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. So John here, it's John who started to worship an angel, and the angel said only worship God. And we can read in the New Testament when a man ran to Jesus Christ and fell at his feet and started to worship him. So that means Jesus is God. We shall worship Jesus Christ because he is God in the flesh. God bless you, or Jesus bless you. It doesn't matter what I say because it's the same. Bye.